All right, good morning, everybody. We are back at it bright and early this morning. 7:15 game here in Florida. This morning we are taking on the New Jersey Devils again. We played this team on Thursday and ended in a 0-0 tie. So hopefully we can get on the right side of things today. Devils win the opening faceoff. Go back D to D. Lane jumps up in the play, steals the puck. He's going to go in, shoot, saved by their goalie. Kept in by Fisher. Fisher gets pushed against the wall. Devils have it behind the goal. They rim the puck all the way around. Carshield doing a good job of keeping the puck into the zone. Shot by Barth, saved by the goalie. Pitcher takes the face off, wins it back to Blaine. Blaine finds Pickering on the back door. Pickering puts the shot wide. Another shot by Blaine. Blaine stick saved by the goalie. Pitcher down below the goal line. Logger cycles down low to Pitcher. Pitcher looking. Pitcher trying to find Pickering and ends up. Blaine jumps the play again. Keeps the puck in, and now Devils finally clear the zone. Devils are going to bring it through. Blaine breaks that play up, and it goes back the other way. Now out, shot through. Blaine blocks that play, and now the puck goes into the corner. Pitcher picks that puck up, rims it around the boards. Pitcher's going to take that puck all the way down, skate it right through the middle in the neutral zone, dishes off to Miller. Miller tries to get it back to Pitcher. Deflected, and Pitcher has it down low. It's pushed against the wall. Miller down there fighting. That puts his guy into the wall. Now Miller gets put into the wall. Pitcher finishes his check. Ridgway takes a long shot, deflects high out and wide of the goal, and the goalie is able to cover it as it rebounded off the back wall. Face off tied up right in the middle. Sits on the dot for a while. Now Kaiser takes it into the corner. Stanley comes away with it. Stanley puts a shot through the crease. Berryman keeps that puck in. Now the puck comes all the way out. Rouse has to go get it. Rouse sends it back to Ridgway. Ridgway gets it out of his feet, gets it over, and Stanley puts it down deep. Devils rim it all the way around. Puck comes out of the zone, sent back in by, I think it was Kaiser. Now the Devils come out of the zone through the neutral zone and get it deep into Carshield's zone. Stanley rims it around the boards all the way to Rouse. Rouse sends a pass up for Berryman. It bounces off Berryman's stick and then gets sent back in. Ridgway sends it out. Now Ridgway sends it all the way down the ice, intended for Kaiser. Kaiser, good forecheck there. Ends up stealing that puck, centers it. Stanley there. Wraparound attempt. Now Berryman tries to put in the rebound. Berryman steals that puck and sends it all the way down. Their goalie comes out and settles it down behind the net. Their defenseman sets up behind the net, rims it hard around the boards, all the way out, and it's going to go all the way down. Lacoste gets to that puck first, reverses back. Bielstein on the wall. Pitcher now putting his guy into the wall, and Given now does the same. Given and Pitcher. Given comes away with it, slides the puck up the wall. Now JR has it. JR is going to cut through the neutral zone, goes wide, tries to cut in, gets tripped, no call. Now the puck gets slid all the way down to Carshield's zone. Given just pounds it off the wall, out of the zone, and Pitcher's going to pick that up and send it right back down into the Devils' zone. Pitcher has it below the net. JR out to Pickering. Pickering fans on a shot attempt. Now puck gets sent out. Blaine plays that behind their defense and gets sent in all the way down below the goal. The Devils defenseman plays it out, knocked down by Fisher. Barth gets the puck back in, now over to Springer. Springer now Barth behind the goal. Springer there as well. Barth looking. Barth tries to cycle. Now he does. Back down to Springer. Springer finds Fisher. Fisher can't get a shot off quick enough as it was blocked, and now puck comes. The puck still held in by Springer now. Fisher there as well. Devils trying to get it out of the zone. Blaine defends, keeps that puck in. Now Devils are going to bring it through the neutral zone. Good play by Pickering as he pokes that puck off this player's stick. Now Fisher comes over, helps out. Pickering puts his guy down. Shot by Devils, and Fisher's going to pick that up off the rebound and head down the ice. Fisher pushes to Pickering. Pickering back to Springer. Springer finds Barth. Barth misses a wide open net. Fisher with the puck slides it over to Barth. Barth back down to Pickering. Pickering over to Rouse. Rouse takes a shot blocked by their defenseman's stick and now sent all the way out of the zone. Pickering's going to have to go back and pick that up. Pickering throws it off the boards, not out. Caught by their player. Taken neck behind the goal. Now Rouse defends back there. Centering pass. Chipped out. Now Miller's going to pick that up and go for a skate. Miller tries to push it over to Barth. Barth was going for a change, but Miller got the puck back and went in and took a shot. Miller still has the puck below the goal line. Now he cycles down low to Pitcher. Pitcher fighting, two guys down there. Now the puck, Flogger over there as well. Flogger finds Miller. Miller takes a quick shot, saved by the goalie. Puck kept in. Rouse pushes a shot towards the net, but it flutters on him and then comes out of the zone into the neutral zone. Ridgway dumps the puck in on goal, and the goalie just covers it for a stoppage. 8:34 left here in this first period. DJ. Devils had an extra player on the ice, so Miller comes in, takes the draw. Puck comes back to Ridgway. Ridgway walks the blue line, works outside, takes a shot. It's blocked by one of their players. Puck goes down low. Flogger down there fighting. Miller down there as well. Miller comes away with that puck, tries to get it back to Ridgway, but now it goes back the other way, and now the Devils are going to come out with it. They're going to come through the neutral zone, chipped around Rouse, down into the corner. Ridgway defends, puts his guy into the wall. Ridgway still defending. Good play by Buell as he's in net today, and he gets that puck, keeps it from the centering pass. Miller picks that puck up, sends a pass over to Pitcher. Pitcher's going to go wide, cuts to the middle, overskates the puck, but Ridgway's there to help clean that up. Now the Devils come away with it, and they're going to bring it back the other way. Kaiser back checking hard, able to get a piece of that, and Devils go for a change as the puck gets dumped in. Lacasse is going to wind it up in his own zone. Kate's through the neutral zone. Lacasse goes wide, drop to Kaiser. Kaiser back to Lacasse. Lacasse throws it towards the net. No one there. Stanley there as well now. Picks that puck up. Puck kept in. Devils clear the zone, send a long stretch pass up the ice into the Carshield zone. Walked around, long shot, blocked away by Buell. Devils player cuts to the net. Gibbon pushes that puck off the player's stick. Now Stanley down low comes away with the puck. Stanley pushes it over to the corner. Puck goes high into the air. Stanley hand pass is going to be the call, so it's going to be a neutral zone face-off. Face-off, one back to Lacoste. Lacoste over to Gibbon. Gibbon's going to go forward with it, and he's going to skate, dump the puck in, rims all the way around. Stanley gets over to that puck first. Now the Devils throw it out of the zone. Gibbon has to regroup in his own zone, sends a pass over to Lacoste. Lacoste sends it right back to Gibbon off the mark, and it goes back to the defensive zone. Pass up, gets turned over. Now outside, Devils work in. Good poke check by Kaiser. Thrown in from the point all the way down low. Berryman's going to pick that up off the end boards, and he's going to skate down through the neutral zone. Berryman cuts to the inside outside, puts a backhanded shot. Goalie makes the save. Their player fall over each other behind the net, and their goalie covers. Face off. One back to Blaine. Blaine hits Pickering on the far side. Pickering was there, just bounced on him before he could get the shot off. Now Devils try to clear. They're going to take it around their own net, rim it around. Devils, Blaine pinches on the wall and keeps the puck in. Now it gets dumped all the way out into the neutral zone. Pickering picks back up and sends it up to Beilstein. Beilstein catches it and dumps it in the far corner. JR in on the forecheck there. Now Devils look to exit the zone. Blaine intercepts that pass. Beilstein comes over, cleans that up, and throws it in. JR in on the forecheck again. No icing. Blaine's have to pick that up. Blaine rims it around to Rouse. Rouse backhands it off the wall up to Beilstein. Beilstein hits Barth in stride. Barth tries to push it wide, gets it knocked off his stick. Miller tries to play it in. Rouse keeps that puck in, and now the puck goes down below the goal line. Barth over into the corner, picks it up. Barth sends it over to Ridgway. Ridgway walks up the wall, gets the puck taken away. Now Barth sends a pass across ice over to Rouse. Rouse skates onto it, sends a shot deflected high into the air, now into the corner. Springer down low. Springer gathers, tries to get it back out to Barth, but intercepted, and they're going to come the other way. Buell comes out of his net and plays it all the way around, chipped up the wall off Barth, but went right to a Devils player. Now Springer got it out, and Fisher goes as well. Now Barth puts it through the crease behind an empty net. Again, kind of missed. They're going to call a penalty on Devils. Barth picks that up, sends it back to Lacoste. Lacoste over to Fisher. Fisher walks in, and that's going to be offsides is the call. And we're going to go to a power play. This is only I believe, our second power play of the weekend. Carshield has been out-penalized, I should say, over-penalized compared to being that it was an offsides call. The face-off does not go down into the offensive zone. Fisher comes on to take the draw with Barth, Springer, Schrader, Pickering. Face-off, one back to Pickering. Pickering going to go forward with it. Gets pushed off the puck, but Fisher picks it up. Fisher goes in. Fisher takes a one-timer. Barth now takes a shot. Blaine settles that puck. Blaine gets that puck over to Pickering. Pickering back to Blaine. Blaine back to Barth. Barth Tries a cross ice pass. It gets deflected. Fisher wins that puck battle, and we're going to have Springer's going to go to the box for a hook. So there goes that power play. So 4-on-4 hockey for a minute and 1 second. And then Devils will have a short power play. Blaine plays it over to Pickering. Pickering plays it up to Pitcher. Pitcher can't get it in deep. Now it's held up, and Blaine just throws it into the offensive zone. Puck spinning on end. Now puck bounces out. Fogger finds Pickering. One-timer. Fogger's going to get back to that puck. Sends it over to Blaine. Blaine works through check. Gets the puck back. Going to go in with it. Blaine, gets it back to Fogger. Fogger takes a shot wide of the goal. Blaine picks it up behind the goal. Now, I keep wanting to say Nashville, but it's New Jersey. Brings it back into the defensive zone. Pitcher slides that puck out of the zone into the neutral zone intended for Flogger. Too far. Now the puck comes all the way out, gets dumped in. New Jersey's on a short power play for 23 seconds now. Blaine defends out high. Now a shot just towards the goal. Buell plays that into the corner. Flogger lines up to block that shot, forces their player to push it down the wall. Now Rouse comes over, plays it. We are back to even as Springer is out of the box. Now the puck goes down below. Blaine defends down into the corner, pushes his guy into the wall. Puck gets dumped out, kicked back in by their player, and now gets sent all the way down the ice. That should be no icing as it was a deflection. Long stretch pass by New Jersey. They're going to send it all the way in. Ridgway's going to go back and pick it up. Ridgway sends a pass up to Rouse. It bounces over Rouse's stick. Now Rouse picks it up, just dumps it into the penalty box. That'll stay a defensive zone faceoff. 1:04 left here in this first period. Faceoff. One back by Carshield, but Devils control. Now they take it in. Centering pass. Good play by Stanley there to box his guy out and not allow a shot. Stanley wins that, Stanley wins that puck. Berryman throws it all the way out of the zone. Rouse picks it up in his own zone. He's got a forechecker all over him, but makes a nice little move and gets out of the pressure. And Stanley's going to go down the ice with it. Kaiser there as well. Kaiser tries to find Stanley again. Puck kept in by a combination of Berryman and Rouse. Now the puck gets thrown out, but Berryman kicks that back in, and it's going to skate. Now it stays out. Rouse is able to recover and throw that puck right back in. 11 seconds left here in this first period. Devils play it around Kaiser on the end boards. Now they're going to skate through the neutral zone. Good stick by Berryman on the back check, and Gibbon comes back and puts that off the boards, and that does it for the first period. So, after one, good pressure by Carshield, but still 0-0. All right, here goes. Start of period number 2, 15 minutes on the clock. We're going to start with Gibbon, Lacoste, Pitcher, Miller, Flogger. Face off one back by the Devils. They take it from their D, send it all the way in. Lacoste has to go back and pick it up on the end boards. Lacoste cycles back up the boards. Now it gets it out to Miller. Miller gets his stick lifted. Now it's in the skates of Mike, and Mike picks it up, carries it out of the zone, gets hit, throws it down the ice. Mike runs over a guy. Now the puck gets pushed down the half wall. Mike wins that battle, gets it over to Flogger. Flogger sends it back to Gibbon. Gibbon takes a quick shot, blocked by a skate, goes wide. Now Gibbon's going to pinch back in. Gibbon sends another shot, deflection up high by Miller into the maybe the mask of the goalie, and he makes the save. Face off one back to Blaine. Blaine takes a quick shot. Oh, goalie Barth was right there. And not sure if Barth got a piece of it on the deflection or what, but the goalie made the save and ended up on top of it and almost slid into the net. Face off one back to Blaine again. Blaine fakes a shot, sends it over to Springer. Springer centering attempt blocked. Now it goes down low. Barth down there defending, and Fisher down there as well. Springer kept that puck in. Now it's sent all the way down the ice. It's going to be on net. Blaine's going to go back and pick it up behind his own goal. Sends a pass over to Pickering. Pickering slams it up for Barth. Barth's going to come through the neutral zone with speed, loses the puck right at the blue line, and it gets sent back out. Now the puck's kind of hung up in the neutral zone. Barth's going to race to that. Can't beat this guy to it cleanly, but Barth gets to the puck now and cycles down to Springer. Springer and Fisher down low. Springer sends a pass out to Springer. Barth puts a shot wide. Blaine scissors with Barth down low. Blaine looking, finds Pickering. Pickering puts a shot just wide. And Barth's going to take a tripping call. So Carshield back to the penalty kill. Face off one back to Gibbon over to Rouse. Rouse is just going to send that puck all the way down the ice as we can ice on the penalty kill here. Long stretch pass up by. Thought that was offsides. Devils. Nice play by Ridgway, cleans that up, and now Kaiser's just going to throw it all the way down the ice. Goalie comes out and plays it and covers it again. Good pressure by Carshield on the goalie to force a cover. Gosh, I keep saying Nashville, but New Jersey takes it around their own net, sends a pass up the wall. Now cross ice into the neutral zone. We're going to have a 2-on-2 break in. Now saved by Buell. Pop it up in the air, and he catches the puck and freezes it. 39 seconds left here in this penalty to Barth. Quick shot, good block by Flogger. Pitcher now trying to get a stick on it. Flogger trying to square up to it. Flogger down to the half wall by now back cross ice. Deflection wide. Good stick by. It was good. 6 seconds left here on the penalty. I'm going to Fisher Springer come out. Barth's going to come out of the box. Face off one back to Lacoste. Lacoste picks it up. Can't get it out. Now Gibbon plays it up towards. Now Lacoste picks it up. Lacoste plays it over to Fisher. Fisher fans on it, but it goes right to Springer. Springer goes wide, gets it, kicks it to Barth. Barth puts a shot on, saved by the goalie. Puck comes out of the zone. Barth sends it over to Gibbon. Gibbon dumps it deep. Doesn't get it past their defenseman, but now their defenseman loses it to Springer. Springer back to Fisher. JR jumps on the ice. JR gets tied up right at the last minute. Couldn't get a shot off. Now Lacoste has it back over to Gibbon. Gibbon, quick shot, deflection, saved by the goalie. Now, no icing as that's deflected. Blue. Now, not sure what happened on that, but we lost connection, but I think we're back now. Lacoste plays it up the boards all the way out of the zone. New Jersey plays it D to D in their own zone. Now they go for a change, and now long pass up, dumped in behind Gibbon. Gibbon goes back and picks it up, plays it over to Lacoste. Lacoste just rims it up the boards. Nashville plays it out of their own zone. Now dumped in. Gibbon just spins and throws it down the ice, and that's going to be an icing. Oh, no icing. They waved that off for some reason. So, long stretch pass. Blaine denies that. Stanley takes that puck in. Stanley takes it wide, shot wide. Kaiser looking. Kaiser plays it over to Pickering. Pickering kind of fans on it and plays it into the corner. Now the puck played up the wall. Kept in by Stanley and Kaiser. Now the puck comes all the way to there. Pickering pinches over. Good play. Now it comes out of the zone. Devils try to make a change. Pickering throws that up to Kaiser. Kaiser hits Stanley. Stanley shot right into the chest. Goalie loses his stick for a moment. Now shot by, off the crossbar as the puck went high into the air over the goalie. Good defense by Blaine as he just shuts his guy down. Pickering rims the puck all the way around, and Kaiser's going to skate onto that. Offsides. Face off. Tied up by everybody. And we're going to send 2 guys to the box, Rouse and one of their play. 5-on-5 hockey. We're going to give them matching roughs. Pitcher takes the draw at center ice. New Jersey wins the face-off, sends it all the way in, and Buell's just going to cover that. Referee didn't like that Brandon covered that puck, but that's his prerogative. Puck goes off the end boards. Gibbon picks that up, rims it all the way around. Now sent right back in. Gibbon pushes his guy to the wall. Walked around, though. Buell gets over, makes the save. Covered the post, and it was not in. Fisher comes in to take the draw with face off. Won by Devils. They throw it towards the goal. Blocked in front. Fisher pushes his guy down. Fisher gets pinned against the wall by 2 guys. Blaine comes over, pushes his guy against the wall. Fisher throws that out towards the middle, knocked away by Lacasse. What a save by Brandon. As that puck flipped way up into the air, right in front of the net. The kid caught it and set it down and then took a slap shot, and Brandon got his leg pad out and made the save. Face off, bouncing. Blaine picks that up, gets it over to Barth. Barth is going to take that forward. Barth pushes wide, avoids a check. Barth looking, sends a pass over Lacasse. Lacasse takes a shot, deflecting in front. Barth back to Lacasse. Lacasse keeps it in, back to Barth. Barth shot, hits a leg pad, and now it's going to be a race. Blaine just cuts his guy off and takes the puck away. Lacoste cycles back to Blaine. Blaine cross ice pass over to Barth. Barth hits Fisher in stride. Fisher's going to go through the neutral zone. Fisher goes wide, pushes, shot, saved by the goalie or deflected wide, couldn't see. Now just dumped out of the zone by New Jersey. Pickering's going to pick that up and throw it all the way in. Fisher putting pressure on it. Now Ridge comes over, keeps that puck in. Fisher's able to slide it over to Barth. Barth couldn't get that shot off quick enough, and the puck goes into the neutral zone. Now all the way down into Carshield zone. Ridgway's going to pick that up, and he's just going to skate it out of the zone. It kind of slides off his stick. Now he gathers it again, gets over to Fisher. Fisher drops back for Ridge. Ridge plays it in for Barth. Barth plays it down low to Fish. Fish rolls off a check, gets it back out to Ridgway. Ridgway looks, hits Barth. Barth plays it right back to Ridge, but it's going to turn into a breakaway. Pickering's going to catch him, though. Good play by Pickering as he's able to get back and take away that breakaway. Ridgway now gets it up to Barth. Barth now in front of Bielstein. Bielstein's in on the forecheck. Bielstein's going to get a tripping penalty, though. And that goes in off sides. So Carshield back to the penalty kill again. 5:21 left here in this second period. Carshield still looking for or both teams still looking for their first goal. Face off won by New Jersey, sent all the way in. Brandon comes out of the net, plays it around. Knocked down by, looked like a high stick, but maybe not. Great save by Brandon and a goal by New Jersey. So New Jersey takes a 1-0 lead on a power play goal. As Carshield struggles to score, it feels like a mountain right now. Face off, one back by New Jersey. They send it all the way down the ice. Gibbon's going to go pick that up. Gibbon puts it around the net over to Lacoste. Lacoste rims it up the boards. Stanley's going to come away with it. Stanley gets pulled down. Now the puck gets tied up on the boards. Kaiser there, Berryman as well. Puck's still not in. Now it gets thrown in down below the goal line of New Jersey. They're going to skate it around their own zone. Good pressure by Berryman there and Stanley. Long stretch pass. Brandon comes out and plays it off the end board. And we're going to go to a power play with 4:16 left here in this second period. See if Carshield can't get the equalizer here. Face-off won by New Jersey. It continues to be a struggle for Carshield on the face-off circle. Blogger fans on that, though, after winning the puck back. Blaine back down to Miller. Miller drive to the bumper. Shot. And Pickering puts a shot, and the goalie makes the save. Face off over to Pickering, out to Blaine. Blaine walks, looking for a shot, not there. He holds the puck out to Flogger on the point. Now Flogger down to Pickering. Pickering over to Blaine. Blaine walks in, takes a shot, saved by the goalie. .58 seconds left on this penalty, or power play. Pitcher takes the draw. Flogger wins it over to Pickering. Pickering tries to hit Miller, and now that's intercepted and sent all the way down the ice. Buell plays it up to Pickering. Pickering settles that down, leaves it for Blaine. Blaine wasn't aware. Now he just brings it back around over to Pickering, and Pickering's going to take it forward. Pickering gets it up to Miller. Miller sends it over to Pitcher. Pitcher gets it in. Pitcher drags, sends it back to Pickering. Pickering takes a shot blocked in the midsection by one of their players. And now it's going to be Blaine picks it up. Blaine sends a long stretch pass on the tape of Flogger. Flogger gets to that one first. Miller's going to pinch in. Now Ridgway. Ridgway throws it down, not down low, but able to keep that puck in. Pitcher plays that out to Flogger. Flogger looking for a pass, now taken away. And New Jersey throws it down. New Jersey takes it down. Centering pass. Buell then ends up covering that as it slid right through the crease, and he's able to get a cover on it. Rowles rims it around the boards, intended for Springer. Springer unable to get that out now. New Jersey takes it. Rowles pushes his guy against the wall. Now Barth hits Springer. Springer's going to skate it out of the zone. Springer goes wide. Tries to hit Rowles, but he passes it behind him. Now Fisher's able to clean that up and send it back in. Ridgway's going to take that forward. Ridgway drops back to Barth. Barth takes a shot. Goalie pushes that wide. Now it's going to be a breakout coming the other way. Good back check by Fisher as he's able to just throw it back into the neutral zone. New Jersey dumps it in. Buell comes out of the net and plays it. Buell passes it up the wall. Deflected wide by possibly one of our players. Now it goes back around the net. Fisher pushes on his guy. Now out to the point, back down to the half wall. Shot saved by Buell. Ridgway has it, and he's just going to throw it down the ice. 55 seconds left, and that's going to be an icing call, and we're going to have a line change. Face off controlled by New Jersey, but now taken away. Stanley's going to play it around their guy. He missed that. He was waving it off, and he missed it. So face off. Referee missed that the other ref was waving it off. So no icing, but it went to center ice. Carshield gets the puck out of the zone. Now up to Berryman. Berryman drags. Puck just goes right under two players' sticks. Lacoste ties that up in the neutral zone. 16 seconds left here in this period. Puck gets thrown down into the zone. Kaiser picks that up. Now it's going to come back out. Given puts a quick shot, saved by the goalie. 4 seconds left. Another quick shot by Stanley, and the puck's going to exit, and that is it for two. So after two, Carshield down 1-0. All right, here we go. 15 minutes on the clock. Start of period number 3 for our nice early game this morning. Pitcher to take the draw. Pitcher, puck tied up right in the middle. Pickering tries to play it forward. It hits one of their players, and their player's going to bring it in. Blaine pushes him wide. Blaine now takes him into the corner. Centering cross ice pass. Dumped down into the corner now. Pickering down low. Now pitcher down low. Pitcher getting his stick held on to. Now the puck goes back out into the half wall. Blaine defends, takes the puck away, gets sent back in though, and now pitcher is going to play it over to the far boards and play it over to himself, and now Fogger is going to just dump it in deep. Miller gets on that. Miller lifts his stick, gets it over to pitcher. Pitcher working, pitcher looking, still looking. Pitcher gets knocked down. Pitcher comes away with it. Now he gets a flying check into pitcher, out to Pickering. Pickering puts a shot towards the goal. Flogger now below the goal line. Flogger looking, fighting hard on the half wall. Puck gets sent back down low by Miller. Pitcher, Flogger there. Flogger, they lose that battle, and New Jersey's going to send it all the way down the ice for an icing. Miller to take the draw. One back to Rouse. Rouse sends a shot towards the net, deflected wide. Barth's going to get on that puck. Barth just overskates it. Now puck sends out to New Jersey. Good step up by Ridgway. Ridgway throws it back in deep. Springer and Fisher now there. Barth now steals that puck right at center. Barth's going to take it down low. Barth takes a shot, deflected wide behind the goal. Now Fisher down in the corner. Rouse now. We're going to have a penalty, and we're going to go to a power play. We got an interference call. Interference call on number 14 of New Jersey. So Carshield back to the power play. Let's see if they can't equalize this game on that. Fisher, Barth, Springer, Blaine, and Pickering. Face off, one back to Blaine. Blaine plays it over to Pickering. Pickering back to Blaine. Blaine over to Barth. Barth cycles down low to Springer. Springer back up the wall to Barth. Barth over to Blaine, but a bouncing puck and it bounces out of the zone. Blaine has to go back and pick it up. Blaine sends a pass up to Springer. Springer going to take it in. Springer drops for Pickering. Pickering sends it over to Barth. Barth takes a shot towards the net. Save the goalie. Fisher comes away with that puck. Barth takes a shot, hits it right into the legs of his own player, and now it's going to be a New Jersey. Blaine just steals that puck, sends a pass up the ice too far for anybody, and now it gets dumped right back in. Buell kicks that out to the outside. Blaine sends a pass over to Pickering. Pickering sends a pass up to Berryman. Berryman looks. Berryman looking for help. 23 seconds left. Given jumps on the ice. Given sends a bouncing puck. Goalie makes the save. 11:55 left. 18 seconds left on the power play. Berryman picks that faceoff up, kicks it to himself, and now Stanley within. It's going to be a race to that puck. Buell comes out and plays it. Buell able to play it up to Lacoste. Lacoste over to Stanley. Stanley is going to come through. Power play is over. Kaiser comes through, hits Lacoste on the back. As they had a player behind us. It keeps connecting. All right, sorry about that. I think we had a little audio issue again, but after the icing, we had a face-off here in the offensive zone. That's going to turn into an odd man break, though. Gibbon defends that well as he went down, forcing the pass to go off the mark. That's interference. They got it. They called it. They called it. Interference. Interference on them. Yeah. Not necessarily. I don't know the answer to that. Okay. Oh. So on comes the power play unit of pitcher, Flogger, Miller, Schrader, Pickering. Carshield's still looking for their first power play goal this weekend. Blaine settles that puck down, gets it down to Miller. Miller. Oh, he's swing and miss by multiple players. Pickering sends it over to Miller. Miller sends it back to Pickering. Pickering is going to take that forward. Pickering takes it wide. Pickering stops. Now the puck comes out of the zone. Blaine plays it off the boards. Pickering cross ice over to Miller. Miller offsides. Puck gets thrown down. Blaine picks it up in the defensive zone, sends a pass up to Pitcher. Pitcher takes it wide. Pitcher lowers his shoulder, cuts to the net, saved by the goalie. Flogger tries it on his backhand. Can't get anything on that. Buell just throws it all the way down to Flogger. Flogger tries to hit Pitcher. Pitcher now puck played out of the zone. Lacoste picks it up. Lacoste gets it over to Ridgway. Ridgway gets the skates of Miller. Miller then cleaned up by Lacoste. Lacoste sends it back in. Flogger there as well. Flogger needs a change. He's out of gas. Puck kept in. Now sent all the way down. Ridgway picks that up. Sends a pass off the boards up for Springer. Springer over to Pitcher. Pitcher still has it. Goes wide. Pitcher cuts to the middle. Springer, the puck bounces over him. Rouse jumps on the ice, sends a pass. It's going to be another power play for Carshield, as they're going to call a rough on that one for. Huh? Yeah. So, face off. One back to Blaine. Blaine walking the blue line. Blaine looking, pays it over to Berryman. Berryman back to Blaine. Blaine can't get a shot through. Back out to Pickering, then to Blaine. Blaine down to Berryman. Berryman looking. Berryman still looking. Back out to Blaine. Blaine plays it right down low to Fisher. Fisher plays it. Face off again, one back to Berryman, back to Blaine. Blaine looking, Blaine sends it down into the corner. Pickering skates onto that one, gets it back out to Berryman. Berryman back down low to Pickering. Pickering back out to Blaine. Blaine fakes a shot, back over to Berryman. Berryman back to Blaine. Blaine gets that shot through. It deflects off of Fisher's stick right into his skates. Blaine plays that puck over to Pickering. Pickering misplays that, goes behind the net. Now New Jersey's going to try to skate it around. Springer's able to spring Berryman. Berryman just can't get enough on that shot. Berryman cuts to the center, gets hooked, shot high into the air. A hand pass is the call.
That would have been the goal that we put in, and they would have allowed it to cross the line.
And that puck will come out of the zone after the hand pass. We'll take anything we can get right now. Pitcher takes the draw. One back by New Jersey, sent all the way down. Rouse picks the puck up. Rouse is going to take it around his own net. Cycles down low for Ridgway. Ridgway up to Pitcher. Pitcher over to Fogger. Fogger gets hit right before he enters the zone. Now Miller down low with Pitcher. Back out to Rouse. Rouse takes a shot, blocked off the leg pads, and then sent back in by Rouse. Pitcher sends a pass back to Rouse again, bounces off of Rouse's stick. Now the puck comes out of the zone. Rouse fights it. Ridgway cleans that up, gets it over to Flogger. Flogger to Miller. Miller dumps the puck in on goal. Pitcher's going to get over there. Pitcher gets rubbed off the puck in the corner. Now Lacoste skates onto it. Lacoste puts it back down low to Pitcher. Pitcher trying to use his body to shield the puck. Puck tied up on the board. 6:25 left. Pitcher down low. Devils take it away, and they're going to come back the other way. Stretch pass too far, and that will be an icing call. Face off, one back by Stanley. Kaiser takes a quick shot, glove saved by the goalie. Koss sends it back down low for Berryman. Berryman gets hit by two guys. Now Lacoste. Now the puck's up. Stanley keeps that puck in. Stanley kept it in again and keeps sending it down the wall. Stanley gets hit with the puck for the third time. Kept it in. Now Lacoste plays over to Given. Given slap shot saved by the goalie. It goes behind the net. Now centering pass. Given gets to it. Takes a shot way wide of the goal. Maybe that's the trick is we shoot 3 feet wide and it'll bounce in. Carshield can't find another way to score right now. So Carshield's going to go to the penalty kill. Lacoste does a good job at keeping. And we're going to go. Can't really complain. We've had a lot of penalties go our way today, which is unusual. 5:14 left, minute 30 penalty here for Carshield. Carshield still needing that first goal. Face off. One back. Pickering just dumps it off the glass and out of the zone. Force their defensemen to go back all the way into their zone and regroup. Now the puck comes up the boards, played all the way in. Pickering's going to go back, pick it up, sends it up the wall. Blaine knocks it off the stick of their player. Now they walk out to the blue line, down low. Not sure who hit that back to the half wall, but they did. Down to the half wall again. Jack Flogger just dove to make that block. Centering pass taken away by Flogger, and Flogger's just going to send that all the way down the ice. Long stretch pass denied by Springer. Springer's going to take that in. Springer has one guy to beat, gets it knocked off his stick into the corner. Springer sends a pass to the center. Fisher steals it. Shoot! Goal! There's no reaction by anybody. I don't think anybody knew where the puck was, but it ended up in the net. Fisher ties the game at 1, shorthanded goal. Everybody heard the post, and well, the goalie looked like he almost had it in his glove, and I was like, are you serious? So delayed reaction by everybody. We didn't realize that the puck went in, but 4 minutes exactly left on the clock, and it's 1-1. New Jersey plays it in. Buell makes the cover.
We're all like, what do we do when we score? We celebrate?
Puck gets rimmed all the way around the board. Springer gets pushed off that puck. Rouse plays it up the wall. Up for Fisher. Fisher cuts to the middle, gets that puck up to Springer. Springer tries to get it through the neutral zone, gets pushed off his stick. Springer now loses it. Rouse cleans that up and pushes it to the outside. Fisher's going to go back and pick it up in the corner. Fisher pass up for Springer, bounces off his stick, but Springer's able to push it forward. Springer goes, shot way wide of the goal. It's going to come out the other side. Call that the Polish breakout. Puck brought in. Good back check by Springer there to keep that shot on goal from a shot on goal. Lacoste goes back and picks that up. Lacoste sends it over to Barth. Barth is going to go in by himself. It's a 1-on-3 as he goes in. Now Fisher comes back in. Barth falls down, able to gather the puck back to himself. Miller tries a one-timer, just goes wide of the goal. Fisher looking. Fisher to Miller again. This time gets it on goal, just a save by their goalie. Fisher comes away with it. Fisher shot. Stick lifted at the last minute. Now Miller back to Lacoste. Lacoste back to Miller. Miller cuts to the middle. Shot. Goal! .221 left, and Carshield has their first lead of the weekend. Oh, no, I'm sorry. We were leading yesterday. No, that is... Puck goes down into Carshield's zone. Miller takes a big hit. Pitcher comes away with the puck. Pitcher's going to push it forward. Can't get it around their defenseman, and now it gets brought back into the neutral zone by New Jersey. Pitcher just pushes his guy down, gets the puck out of the zone. New Jersey goes D to D, sends the puck up the ice. Lacoste meets his guy. Now Lacoste tries to clear the zone, not able to do so. Miller comes over and helps out, and Miller's going to go forward. plays it off the face mask of their defenseman. Long stretch pass up. Pickering puts his guy into the wall. Back pass back to Lacoste. Lacoste plays it up the boards for Berryman. Hits Berryman in this late skate. What goes right out to Stanley. Stanley looking for help. Played over to Blaine. Blaine walks in. Shot off the pads. Big juicy rebound. Uh-oh, that's going to turn into a breakaway. Buell's going to come out. He's going to save this one. Good stick lift. They're going to call Lucas for a hook. Oh, and they're going to give him a penalty shot on it. It was a hook. Yeah. He got his hands, I think. I don't disagree with it. I mean, Brandon's got this one, so he'll ice the game for us. Minute 2 left. Nothing but drama here. Brandon comes out to meet his player. What a save by Brandon.
I'll take that penalty shot any day.
Yeah. So Brandon kills that penalty off by himself, and minute 2 left for Carshield to get their first win of the weekend. All right. So again, Carshield going to hold on to this victory for the last minute 2 seconds of this game. New Jersey has pulled their goalie, so we are down to 6-on-5 here. Carshield cannot ice. Carshield cannot ice on this due to face-off one back to Blaine. Blaine plays it back to Springer. Springer plays it up the boards. Not out. Oh, it did get out, and they're going to have a zone face-off outside of the zone. Pickering just dumps that down. That's going to be an icing. Carshield needs to avoid that, as that was our fate yesterday. We iced the puck 2 times in a row and ended up in a goal right off the face-off in our own zone. Face-off taken, shot. Blaine deflects that wide, gets to the outside, pushes it over. Springer now steals that puck. Springer's going to go down. Springer gets the red line and dumps it in deep, so no icing. Fisher's going to get on the forecheck down there. Fisher puts good pressure down there. Their defenseman overskate it. Now out to Flogger. Flogger passes over to Springer. Springer can't get the empty net. That's how scoring goes for Carshield this weekend. Pickering jumps up in the air, dumps it back down low. 9 seconds left in this game. Ooh, Flogger destroys a guy and gets the empty netter. So a 3-1 win. It was ugly, but we got it. And that's our first win of the weekend. So we are back at it tomorrow, early again, 7:45 tomorrow morning. And then we begin our long treks home.